It's your boy Online Davo, and we back with another video. Look, we got a video by Janae Danielle. Sex is not a gift, yet here we are. Honestly, I don't even want to make it seem like this has been some new revelation. You know, I do think, especially if you talk to older people, older men, and stuff like that, then you'll understand that this has been going on forever. Okay, it has been going on for a very long time. You know, and now it's just done in a different way. But we're gonna get to this video. We're gonna see what they're talking about. Come on.
I can't lie. Being a gift, a birthday gift, is crazy.
Face down, up.
A man wants to ask a woman to be his girlfriend or his Valentine or whatever it may be, and he does it by decorating a bed. And then you post it. You post it as a before and after.
So this ain't good enough. Look at all this. This is romantic.
Okay, but I'm grown as like this is childish.
Decorated beds have quickly become the go-to romantic gesture. The trail of rose petals on the floor, the heart balloons all over the room, those hand towels shaped into swans. And on the surface, above the sheets, it's charming and thoughtful. Look at that man go, putting in effort for his woman. Until you step back and see the entire gesture is built around what happens under those. The entire gesture is built.
You decorated that hotel room and she still didn't hit. And still didn't hit. Damn.
Around what happens under those sheets. That's when things start feeling a little off. So, in honor of Valentine's Day and honestly the monumental factor into the decorated bed epidemic, we need to go back and look at what the holiday used to mean, which was something a lot more naturally romantic.
It appears the modern customs related to Valentine's Day go back to Britain in the Middle Ages, when people viewed February 14th, which is halfway through the second month of the year, as the day that birds started finding their mates for the upcoming spring.
That natural connection around this time of year between the birds and finding your partner is what shaped how people viewed love back then.
In the late 14th century, English poet Geoffrey Chaucer published Parliament of Fowls, a poem declaring Valentine's Day as the time where birds choose their mates. The poem seemingly sparked a tradition for lovers to send romantic letters to each other during bird mating season. These messages, called Valentines, grew in popularity and were mass-produced by the late 1700s.
But today, love and romance looks a little...
I'm not gonna lie, I've never been a big fan of Valentine's Day, bro. It's a lot of pressure. I'm gonna keep it real. It's a lot of pressure if you don't have those conversations with your woman or your man. You feel me? Because it could be a thing of, shit, why do you want something, especially on Valentine's Day, when I just took you out the week before? Or, you know, I'm gonna take you out that weekend. That's not gonna be on Valentine's Day. You feel me? Cause I feel like if you do if there's a good balance of, you know, romantic gestures throughout the years and throughout the year of your relationship, then I feel like Valentine's Day is just like, not another day, but it could be a day in which you like, you know, happy Valentine's Day, my shawty, but decorating the hotel room and all that shit, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like with me, I'm the type of person, I would do to decorate the hotel room, I would do that on like a random weekend. You feel me? When we're both off work or something like that. You know, doing it on Valentine's Day is kind of like I see why you're doing it, but that's not the way I would do it personally.
A bit different, and the gestures we associate with it has made a lot of people lose the plot. In today's video, we're comparing yesterday's romance to what I like to call the mattress makeover craze we're seeing today. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. No, I'm not
wait, hold
saying
on. So wait, was he the one that made the nah, that's crazy as fuck. So he made the hotel bed because he the one that put face down ass. Yeah, you freaked out. I ain't gonna lie. You kind of freaked out on that one. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, even then, right? Because I'm with Janae. I'm with Janae on this. Even then, even if it's implied that, yo, you gonna be doing what we do on this bed, you don't gotta put that face down ass up. Like, that makes it like a damn, like, so I get what she's saying. Like, damn, that's all that matters on this day. But yeah, you gotta be a little, damn, nigga, act like you want more than just that. Goddamn.
craze we're seeing today. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. Now, I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just give those away for free, but hopefully at the end of this video, we become bestie enough for you to take that next step. When we look at the history of Valentine's Day and the romance of it all, gifts were still being given. They just meant something because they were tied to potential commitment.
So the act of giving gifts to our romantic partners on Valentine's Day is connected to historical rituals of courtship gift giving. So although my video today is about European historical customs, gift giving in courtship and marriage rituals, as well as love tokens, are universal and have taken place in many cultures around the world throughout history.
So while courting, people were a lot more modest back then when it came to anything involving the bedroom. The focus went into wooing before anything intimate came into play.
Dating in the Victorian era meant navigating a maze of modesty and prudence. Making love didn't mean the same thing to the Victorians as it does to us. This isn't the 80s euphemism for having sex. Victorians would understand it to refer to a chaste courtship or process of wooing.
We could look at it like this, okay? Everybody knows the phrase, the birds and the bees, right? Well, the birds represented that first step, choosing your partner. And the bees, well, the bees represented the productivity that came after that. Put the pieces together as you will. But notice within all the history of these romantic Valentine gestures, the bees aren't mentioned yet, which definitely makes sense for society at the time, especially during the Regency era. Dating and courting was strict. People had chaperones, compliments had to be very restrictive, and even holding hands could ruin your reputation.
The role of chaperone was often taken by a female relative. Typically a mother, but a friend or governess could also be acceptable. Compliments were strictly—
Damn, you couldn't even grab Shawty's hand? Shit. You try to grab her hand, niggas look at you like, whoa, slow down, cowboy. Slow down now, alright? Calm down, player boy, alright? You're gonna have to have some more conversation before you get to the hand-holding part. I mean, hey, look, niggas in the 21st century talking about they strict. Niggas love saying, I'm strict, it's strict over here. Nah, they was really strict. They were really strict back then. You know what I'm saying? Some would say too strict, you know?
off limits, and no kind of physical contact could pass between a couple either, with actions such as holding hands being unthinkably forward.
People had to guard their boundaries the same way people guard their personal information, because once something got out, you could not take it back. Which is why I'm glad this video is sponsored by Ockers Website. Headings I've brought every year and 24/7 monitoring to off the broker for you. You can try just those. Having to being intentional and cautious is exactly what shaped romance in the past. Romantic gestures had to be thoughtful and have the right intentions. And you'll notice something very important we need to point out. Women were given the choice to decide the outcome of said romantic intention.
I know it's a little late to
That's the way. A date proposal should be specific, not one of those you busy Saturday things. That's a part of date etiquette, and a girl likes it. A girl likes a fair chance to decide whether she wants the date or not.
When a boy courted a girl, when he wanted to take that next step, his role was just to ask, that's all. And her role was to choose what came next. There wasn't a gesture that boxed her into a certain response. Keep that in mind for later. There wasn't this automatic assumption that a sweet moment had to lead somewhere else. But as the dating culture evolved, so did all the romance and intimacy that was included in it. Dating, let's just say, got confusing, unpredictable, and what a lot of people would call
toxic. I think with the dating, it was more so like I get what she's saying. I understand what she's saying. I think it's like everyone's able to share their opinion on it. So we have so many different people's opinions, and this comes from people who has been married for 50 years, people who have been married for 2 years, people who have never been married, people who have been divorced 5 times. Those same people could be married. It's so much shit, right? Everyone's given different opinions, different baselines for what they deem will be a good foundation for a relationship. And shit, even me, I give my opinion on what I view as a solid foundation. But I feel like my shit is universal. respect, integrity, honesty, open communication, also having an understanding of what's being communicated. Excuse me. That stuff translates across generations. It should be that simple, but there's gonna be other stuff. Some women, they like when you're a little more forward. Other women, they want you to chill out a little bit, relax, enjoy the vibe. Don't be so thirsty, my nigga. Vice versa, there's some dudes who want you to chill too. Yeah, he know that you like him, but he wants you to relax a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He want to get to know you. You feel me? He's trying to find his lifelong partner. You know what I'm saying? So it's like so many different people are able to voice their opinions, and as we all know, everybody's opinion isn't worth being heard.
Toxic.
Dating isn't even fun anymore because so many men are concerned with what they are going to get in exchange for a plate of food. They can't even hold a decent conversation with you because they're more focused on if there's going to be dessert after dessert. And that's why you see so many men suggesting these low quality, low effort, disrespectful, slap in the face dates. Oh, if I spend $100 on food, if I spend $200 on food, you owe me.
The dating market is so trash right now, bro. Fellas, I'm sure you could agree with me. All of these suck. Like all of them, you feel me? And even if you got a, she suck too. She just don't suck as bad as the other.
Hold on, nigga. Hold on. My girl don't suck, bro. What you talking about? I'll be good. Hey, we good over here, bro. What you talking about, man?
Okay, every party has their faults when it comes to dating. You'll have women saying men give too little, the bar is in hell.
Women are starting to see what men have to offer besides sex and money, and it's not much.
You'll have men saying women expect too much and they don't appreciate effort at all.
If I ever do something for my girl and she fixes her lips to say, as you should, or that's the bare minimum, I'm leaving.
There's always two sides.
That's the bare minimum is crazy. If you do something for your girl and she said that's the bare minimum, it depends on what it is. Open the door, that's the bare minimum. I get that. You know what I'm saying? Some women don't even care about that though. You see, that's the thing when it comes to this dating shit, man. Everybody is so different that every relationship is gonna be different. Some shit that's going on in your homie relationship, you'll be like, nigga, that would never happen to me. I would never let that slide. But there's also some stuff that's going on in your relationship that your homie or your friend or your sister, your brother, whatever the hell they are to you, they could be like, I'm not letting that happen to me. I ain't gonna lie, he tripping. So it's like, as I said, there should be a base foundation for every relationship. And then after that, however way you want to build your empire, that's up to you. But, people try to switch around what's a good foundation for a relationship. They try to add a little extra shit to it. Because we're going to get into it more later, but yeah.
But the constant back and forth of what's bare minimum, what's enough, what does effort or romance even look like anymore? That's completely reshaped what the standard even looks like. And before anyone realized, people were lowering their standards just to make dating possible in this modern world.
I feel like when it comes to dating, I've been very chill and calm when it comes to my old set of standards that I held for myself. I have high standards, and I do. But I feel like with dating, I've kind of realized to calm down a little bit in certain areas where I've been so high and mighty and tight with certain things that you need to have.
I hate to say this, but I think that women have to lower their standards. The amount of chronically single girlfriends that I know, either approaching their 30s or already in their 30s, that are wanting to settle down and have a family, but can't, is an epidemic at this point.
So, what were the results of this, you ask?
I think it's all relative to what you offer. That's what we all gotta ask ourselves. If you want to keep it real, we all gotta ask ourselves, what do we offer in a relationship? Why would somebody want to be with you? Why would somebody want to be with me? You gotta look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself that, and then you can okay, these are the standards that I can have, or that these are the standards I have, and this is the likelihood of someone meeting them coming from me. Because someone else can have the same exact standards as you, but they got look better than you, more money than you. They could be smarter, more engaging, all that than you, right? So it has to align up to what you can offer. Now, say you're fuck it. My standards is my standards. I'm not changing up shit. It is what it is. That's cool too. I got nothing against that, my nigga. But just know, you may be lowering your pool of people who's gonna mess with you and put up with your standards if you're not even fulfilling what they want. You get what I'm saying? So it's all on an individual basis, you know?
Well, people started relying on the big, dramatic gestures that looked romantic on the surface, yes, but they didn't really have as much romantic depth.
Face down, up. Oh, huh.
He filmed the bed saying face down, up. You recording it and it's on my birthday and you posting it and it's no gifts or nothing.
Yeah, that's kind of
like
crazy.
the bar is in hell.
I can't lie. Being a gift, a birthday gift,
That's
is
crazy. That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy. I do not
lie.
support that.
I ain't gonna lie. Your birthday gift is me telling you I'm finna fuck. It's me describing the position I'm gonna have you in. That's your birthday gift. That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of, yeah, that's he made me for that one. I can see why she smiled and said, damn. God damn.
I don't support that any more than I support you being a gift. You telling me the same piece of I had last night is my present today? On my day? Oh, no.
This is also around the era of the vacations and spend the night adventures and flued out festivities.
If you let that nigga fly you out, yes, you do also have to let him. Oh my God, who said that? No, like for real, who said that? I said that.
Yeah, those festivities.
Ooh, yeah. See, that's the. Well, I remember when those conversations was going on Twitter and all that, bro. My stance on it: if a nigga fly you out, you know what he's expecting from you. So when you get there, I'll say this: to save yourself some time, just be upfront. Like, yo, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. And then if he still decides to fly you out, okay, cool. But I say it up front. Look, we ain't doing none of that extra shit. If you don't wanna do that. You know what I'm saying? But don't get there and then act like, oh, you wanted me to do what? I thought we were just flying each other out to hang out and kick it and get to know each other. Bitch, I could get to know you through FaceTime. I don't want to get to know you in my bedroom. Like, what? But, you know what I'm saying? That's also on these niggas too. You know what I'm saying? You trying to fly these bitches out. Get you a girl from your area, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You already know there's a hot, because the thing is, even if she do go and y'all still in the same room, she don't gotta let you hit, bro. She don't got to. You know what I'm saying? That's all up to her whether she want to do that with you. And you got to respect that. Because you also don't want no, here, damn, pussy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no, all right, here you go, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. So it goes both ways. For the men, make sure that you get yourself some type of confirmation. Even in, it's still tricky because she could confirm and you still not be able to hit. But at least you got a confirmation. At least you had a conversation with her about it. And then for the women, make sure you make it known on what your intentions are. You know, because some of these niggas be out here crazy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, you flying to meet a stranger. Y'all finna be at the hotel room, all type of shit. You want to make sure that y'all got clear communication, clear boundaries, and then boom.
Extravagant videos and the luxury look of it all push this idea even further, that a decorated hotel bed for Valentine's Day, anniversaries, even your birthday, was the epitome of romance.
How did you get them to do that?
Keep them closed.
Am I walking straight?
2, 1, open them.
But not just the epitome of romance, but the epitome of effort. And if a woman seen this as low effort and ill-intended, then she was ungrateful.
Happy anniversary, baby. Happy anniversary.
Hey, that nigga said, happy birthday, baby. She ain't say shit yet. Damn.
This cool.
This cool.
On the face?
What the hell you mean it's cool? Girl, you don't see you all over the place? It's nice as hell.
Okay, but I'm a grown woman. Like, you do this for 15-year-olds. Like, you should have bought me something or did something or...
So this ain't good enough? Look at all this. This is romantic as
Okay, but I'm grown as Like, this is childish.
And I swear, okay, I'm not trying to come off as a party pooper or a love hater or just a hater in general. I love love. It is Valentine's Day, for heaven's sake. And I know that this can be a very meaningful and intimate, romantic gesture that a lot of people enjoy.
Since Valentine's Day is literally around the corner, I've got one very important question to ask. Is a decorated bed or hotel room really that deep? I know what you're all thinking. If someone gives you a decorated room for Valentine's Day, there's only one thing on their mind. But in my opinion, it's kind of a nice gesture, low-key. Like, not everything has to be sexual.
But where I will put my foot down is at the girlfriend proposals. With how wishy-washy the dating scene is, don't get me wrong, okay? Asking somebody to be your girlfriend is romantic and it's very much needed in this society. But the second you put that question on a bed, it changes everything.
The fact it's praised that decorating a bed to ask someone to be your girlfriend is insane. Because think about it like this. Oh, you decorated my bed, so what do you want?
Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, asking the... my thing is, though, I think it's to the eye of the beholder. Okay, because one woman interpretation could be, yeah, I'll be your girlfriend, but that don't mean I'm trying to fuck. Or another one could be... See, it's so many ways you could view it. It's so many ways, because hypothetically, I could actually want to be my girlfriend, and I may not even want to hit that night. You know what I'm saying? I may not want to do it that night. I may just want to... I may be tired, but I still want you to know that I want you to be my girlfriend. You feel me? So it's like...
happen next. And it's like, okay, cool, chill, like you do that already, but at the same time, get your mind out of the gutter. To ask someone to be your girlfriend, something that's supposed to be romantic and then immediately turning it sexual, it's kind of weird. Slow down.
I'm gonna give this to y'all straight, okay? Because half of me wants to blatantly say that men know exactly what they're doing. When they decorate that bed, they only want one thing. They're basically cornering her to just smile and say thank you while giving him exactly what he wants. Because now this is feeling like more of a plan than a gift.
You have rose petals leading up to the mattress, and on the sheets you have various offerings of material. And then you post it. You post it as a before and after. What this implies is a transaction. I am not the friend who's too woke. That is a transaction of material for sex. I offer you your favorite candy from 7-Eleven. In turn, you become my girlfriend and I have access to your body.
But then the other half, that nuanced half that y'all appreciate so much, she sees that this is the result of a generation that doesn't even know what romance looks like anymore.
Those surprise hotel decorations that we are seeing going all over social media, those aren't romantic because the person who's taking you there, you don't like, or they don't really like you, or you're not really interested in them. So of course it's not going to be a romantic thing. It's a sex thing. See, the people...
Hey, he cooking. I want to say this before he say his part, just so I can see if we're on the same wavelength. I get what he's saying, because it's just like that. What's that meme everybody talk about? Beat a chick, or no, not that one. That's the red pill meme. The other meme where it's like, pretty much, it's like, oh, it's sexual harassment when a nigga ugly, but it's flirting when a nigga good looking to you, right? Now we know that's a hyperbole. You know what I'm saying? We know that's, people gas it up, but he has a point, because if a dude you just kind of talking to, a dude you kind of just filling out, he do the rose petals to the bed shit, you might view it as you trying to just rose petal your way into some pussy, right? You could view it that way. But say it's someone else that you really like, that you have been waiting on to take that next step with, they do the rose petals and all that, you gonna view it as, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, like, he really took that next step. So it all depends on how you feel about that person, So he got a point. My brother got a point right here. I see it though. You see it every day. You see it every day in real life, and like it. People like who they like. As simple as that sound, it's true. People like who they like, bro. And if she don't fuck with you that much, she gonna view that rose petal hotel room in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But it's too much, bro. Why does it have to be so hard? Sometimes I be feeling like I'm going crazy when I try to give people relationship advice, because it seems so simple to me. It seems so simple. in the sense of these are things you should probably prioritize, and then everything else, that's up to you. But, you know.
When this society has taken the romance out of everything and now it's just all sexual.
When it comes to dating, people are tired, people are burned out, and not seeing thoughtful gestures as often makes the bare minimum feel like something.
It's crazy to me that there are women out here on this earth that are receiving things like flowers and lavish gifts and trips from men. Meanwhile, I can't even get a guy to flush the toilet while he's at my apartment. The bar is so low for me. Like,
Nah. You go to a girl house, you don't flush? That's crazy. Yeah, you fuck with niggas, I just don't like you. I'm gonna keep it real. You fuck with niggas, you messing with dudes that's just trying to hit. I'm gonna keep it real, because if you bring a dude over to your house and he use a bathroom without flushing, he don't fuck with you. He don't fuck with you, man. I'm gonna keep it real. There's no other way around it, my nigga. Straight up. And that's disgusting. That's so nasty.
Expectation at this point in time, like my one standard, is respect.
So for a lot of people, the bedroom, or just the bed in general, became a shortcut. And I'm so torn about the situation, because while I love seeing men put effort into their woman and actually do something thoughtful and generous, because y'all, there are too many stories of men not giving a damn. But then it's like, you're decorating a bed with rose petals and money and gifts and candles. Everything about it, packaged on the outside, it looks beautiful, it looks amazing. And it's the easiest way to make her smile. But in their head, they're probably thinking it's the easiest way to get them laid. And I don't know how I feel about that.
So imagine it's your birthday and your boyfriend takes you to this hotel. And before you even open the door, you hear the music in the background and you're thinking to yourself, did they actually did this? And you open the door and sure enough, there are rose petals and candles and balloons and all of that everywhere.
Okay.
But you look over at the bed and you discover this.
Face down, ass up. I'm not gonna lie, that's so
Face
crazy.
Down, up.
It's actually sparked a really interesting debate about whether or not it is or isn't romantic for a man to decorate a hotel room. With a lot of the focus, matter of fact, all of the focus is on the bed. He wants to be rewarded on that bed.
These decorated beds appear in...
Yeah, I'll be lying if I said that I don't see it from that point of view of them like, yeah, this nigga doing this just so he could hit. Like, you see this over here, I'm sorry, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not doing all that to say sorry, because my sorry is gonna be authentic. I'm like, my bad, I came at you this way, I didn't mean to do you that way, So this does look kind of performative, but like you say, bro, some women actually like it. Some women don't mind this. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, they want to, you feel me, go to that hotel room and do what they do. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep you all grown here. We're all adults. Some women, they like to sit on rose petals on there. They like to go to that hotel room and let loose, my nigga. This ain't my bed. Fuck it. We could do what everyone do on here. Some of them like that. And others, they may view it as a little tacky. They may view it as a little like, They may view it as disrespectful, whatever. I mean, if you blatantly talking about face down, ass up, okay, my nigga, you didn't leave no room for interpretation. You just made it clear that you want her at her face down, her ass up on his bed. You made that very known. But everybody else, it's like, you know, they could say I'm sorry and then lay down, but maybe I'm giving too much bail. Maybe I'm giving too much nuance.
Birthdays, situationships, marriage proposals, even apologies. And y'all notice how there's a huge difference between each and every single one of those events? So why do we need to gift sex at every single one of them? Now, this decorated bed epidemic is just gonna have to be left with an open-ended discussion, because there are so many layers to it and it necessarily doesn't have to be wrong. It's just the intention behind them that you need to watch out for. And for my besties watching, especially my younger ones, I'm gonna leave y'all with something. If somebody is gifting you a decorated bed, that does not mean you are obligated to give them something back. After all, it is a gift. And last time I checked, gifts are given, they're not traded. Thank you for tuning into the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Shout out Janae Danielle. She been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think that she said some pretty good points up in here about just being aware. And also just you don't have to give out if you don't want to give out. You know, no one's forcing you. No one should be forcing you. It should all be consensual. You should want to do it 100% within your willpower. You get what I'm saying? So, but I also think that it shouldn't be seen as a negative thing also of decorating the bed of like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, shawty, da. It all comes down to if the person is being pushy about it, you know, about the situation, and just stuff like that, you know. And also, face down, ass up is so crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's so crazy. Like, damn, nigga, you treated her like, man, I don't know, but I will say this: drop the comments down. Let me know what y'all think, because like I said, to view it as a gift, to view sex as a gift is kind of like it gives a icky feeling to me. But under this context, it does kind of make sense. But anyway, let me know something. I'm gone. Peace.